one of the biggest problems that a lot of traders have is they don't believe in themselves. Okay. So not only do you not believe in yourselves, because if you did believe in yourselves, you would work your ass off. And what does that mean, to work your ass off? That means backtest your strategy. That means find active mistakes that you're doing each and every single day in the market that are allowing you not to be consistent and or profitable, and you would start to work on them each and every single day. Now, many traders, they want to get into a trade, they just want the trade to work. Okay, you're oversized, you're taking on too much risk at one particular time, and as soon as that trade doesn't go in your favor, you're automatically cutting it for a loss, only to find out that the trade does go in your favor. Now, if you did believe in yourself and you were backtesting your strategy, now a lot of you guys may be sitting there thinking, well, I'm showing up every day, I'm looking at the charts, I'm taking trades, and I'm still losing. That does not mean shit. Showing up each and every single day doesn't mean anything in this business until you figure out what it is that you're doing wrong and actively start progressing forward in making those adjustments to fix those mistakes. Okay, I'm going to say that once again. Showing up every day and trying to identify a setup is not actively getting better. Showing up every day and taking a win here, a loss there, but not really truly understanding what it is that you're doing wrong or what it is that you're doing right doesn't actually going to do anything for you in the long run. So majority of times traders are stuck in this holding pattern, right? Where they have a win and then they give it all back, right? And it takes 2 or 3 trades before they make that initial loss back. They lose confidence, they lack self-control, they overtrade. This happens to a lot of people. My biggest issue many years ago, and an issue that I'm still working on currently every single day, because it is an issue for me, is overtrading, especially on the future side of things, because you can just get in, get out, you can oversize, you can make a bunch of money on this trade, you can oversize again, lose it all, and then go into drawdown. So that's something that I'm always actively working on, is limiting the amount of trades that I'm taking when I'm green, right? So if I'm green, I want to start really assessing, how much am I green? What is that equating to on, a normal person's salary? Meaning normal person, meaning who works a normal 9-to-5 job, maybe you make $20-$25 an hour. And, what are you actually making take home after taxes, so forth and so forth. So sometimes I might find myself stopping out at $150 or $200 or even $300. I'll just stop out for the day. Is it glorious? Of course not, right? But I would rather stack up those $100 days, $200 days, than rather give it all back and then lose $500. So what are you actively doing to address the problem that you have? I'm a firm believer that in this industry, the number one problem that we all face is not market makers. It's not the market. It's not the news. It's not the strategy. It's you. Okay. It's you. Are you showing up every day and journaling your trades? Are you writing down your entries and your exits? Are you going back at the end of the day, back testing that strategy on your entry and on your exit? And if you are, or if you're not, do you know if you got out was the right place to get out? Was it a technical reason to take profits, meaning into the next area of supply or into the next area of demand? It's very, very simple. This is how you start to get better. And it's boring. It's tedious. It's frustrating. I get it. When you lose, it sucks. It doesn't feel good. Losing is a part of this game. Now, if losing is okay with you, meaning it needs to be okay with everyone, but if you feel like you can take losses okay, but your wins are too small, then what are you doing to fix holding those runners longer? Are you walking away from the charts for 1 to 2 minutes? Are you changing the chart that you're looking at on the screen for at least 30 seconds to just kind of allow yourself to clear your mind? Are you just biting down on yourself and just saying, give me this 1 more minute. I need to see 1 more minute at least. Because if you're not and you're snatching profits too quickly, you're definitely shooting yourself at the kneecaps. And if you shoot yourself at the kneecaps, well, guess what? You ain't got no feet, so you can't walk. It's very simple, right? I throw out these stupid analogies to kind of make things click in a more simpler form. Showing up every day doesn't mean anything. Showing up every day and journaling and documenting, what are you thinking when you're in a trade? Did you make the right decision? Were you position sized properly? Were you over position sized for your account balance? Did you hold the trade too long when you should have cut it? Did you take profits too quickly? Start identifying these things and start actively working on them each and every single day. Every single day is going to be different. Every single day is going to be a different test, a different battle. If you come into the market and you do the same repetitive crap each and every single day, how do you ever expect a new outcome to come? It doesn't make any sense. Start tapping into what's going on inside here. Why are you so emotionally connected to the amount of money that you lose on a particular trade that's causing you not to take the next trade? I don't know how many times I've gotten into a losing trade. Today, for example, NVIDIA, my first trade on NVIDIA was $1,000 loss. So many people would take that as they're not a good trader. They don't know what they're doing. They're scared to take the next trade. Literally, the next trade washed out on NVIDIA for $10 to the short side. Mind you, I only took $2 on the trade, but I was able to make back the money that I already lost. It allowed me to come back down to a level of equal peace, right? Where I could take the next trade, the next two trades, and now go into the positive, into the green, and then stop trading on the day. But many people get into this panic and this fear mode where they lose the first trade or two trades of the day, and now they're hesitant to take the third because they don't think that it's going to work, because the last trade didn't work. Let me tell you something, folks. The last trade and the last setup has nothing to do with your next trade. Okay? Again, the last trade that you took, even if it's the same strategy, the same setup, the same formula, the same concept, has nothing to do with the next trade setup. Literally, this trade could have stopped you out at break even. Literally, this trade could have made you lose money. And literally, this next trade could be the home run trade that can set your P&L up for the week. So as long as your position sized properly, where you're not going to get killed on this side of the fence, when these trades happen, your P&L starts to rise. Okay? Now, when you talk about risk to reward ratios and how much should you be risking on your account and what type of R to R should you be looking for, guys, if you do shit right, over a series of trades, you're going to be profitable. You don't necessarily need to try to take a 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 or whatever it is that you're looking to trade. Do things right, continue to stay in the game, continue to throw the darts at the board. Eventually it's going to click, it's going to stick, you're going to start to hit those bullseyes, your P&L is going to start to rise, your level of comfort is going to come down to a nice resting median. And it's just a snowball effect from there. Once you start to build that cushion where you take 2 or 3 losses and it doesn't really affect your mentality, doesn't really affect your emotional state and well-being, you're able to just get into the trades, identify them, get out if they're a loser, get out when you're a winner. Again, please, please, please believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to believe in the charts. And if you don't believe in the technicals, you're not going to believe in yourself. You have to believe that the system works. You have to believe that your ability to read price action and technical analysis works. If there's any doubt in your mind, you're going to screw this whole business up. You're going to screw yourself up. You're going to mess up your P&L. You're going to mess up your psychology, your state of mind. You're going to be all out of whack. Believe that you can make money in this business. Believe that you know where to stop out. Believe you know when you identify a good trade. Believe you know where the stock price is going once you're in it based on technical demand or the technical analysis and supply and demand. Believe it, guys. Believe it. This morning, I called a beautiful trade on NVIDIA to the short side below the first hour's lows, had room down to 440. Now, of course, I wasn't going to try to hold and stretch for $8 on the trade. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you believe in technical analysis and you believe in yourself that you can execute, then you should have no problem holding these trades long enough to be profitable so that the losers that you do take are not going to wipe you out of the game. It's very, very simple. You need to trust yourself. That's the number one problem that many traders face, is they don't believe in themselves. Again, this is not to sit here and just tell you to be a dreamer and say that you're going to make $1 million and, oh my God, if I just think that I'm going to be a winning trader, I'm going to be a winning trader. No. But believe in the strategy, believe in your execution, have confidence to take the trade. Make sure you're sized appropriately so that when you do take losers, because you are going to take losers, you don't get wiped out of the game. Okay? Make sure that you're working on something each and every single day. I don't know how much I can pound this into your heads. Make sure that you're working on an active problem each and every single day. If it's holding winners and you're cutting them too short, then do something, figure it out. Start scribbling on a notepad for 30 seconds and then look back at the chart. Do whatever you need to do to actively fix your mistakes. If it's holding losers for too long, why are you holding losers for too long? Put your back up against the wall. If your food on your dinner table is going to be stripped away from you each and every single night, if you break a rule, how long are you going to break a rule? Not too long, because one day you're going to be okay. 2 days you're going to be okay. By that third day, you're going to be hungry. You're going to be starving. By that fourth day, you're going to start to feel ill. By the fifth day, sixth day, you can only go without eating for so long. Put your back against the wall and make it happen. Trading is an open marketplace based on people's emotions. Now, of course, is there algorithms built in there? Of course, but who created the algorithm? It's not some random computer that's came from outer space that's just out to get every single institutional trader and retail trader, and it's out to hunt you down. They were built to pry on people's emotional pain trigger points, whether you're long or you're short. So make sure you're only getting stopped out on technical damage, and make sure you're taking profits at technical levels of measured potential. If you guys want to trade with me, you guys want to learn the entire strategy, you guys want to see the live streams, you guys want to get involved in the community, you want access to the courses, make sure you become a lifetime member at evolutiontraders.com. I only have a few spots opened up each and every single month. It's a one-time payment. If you choose to be a lifetime member, you get a lifetime worth of access to myself, to the community, to the courses, to the future updated content, and to the live streams. I'll see all of you guys on the inside. Start identifying your problems. Start fixing them today.